of society who definitely contribute back the value that they put into society and definitely pass forth that value onto their labor as per laissez-faire capitalism uh, says, right? We all here know this, right?
Yeah, yeah, of
Yeah.
course.
And so in order to celebrate such a great event like the big heroes that Pokemon are, Pokemon has been kind of like looking towards the little guys, right, and trying to like really help out the Pokemon community. I don't know if you heard about this. Jake? Did you hear about the recent robbery at a Pokemon shop in at the Poke Trainer Court in New York?
No, somebody like who the shop got robbed?
Yeah, the shop got robbed. Here, I'm going to share the story with you so you can see what we're talking about here. But we probably won't need to do this for the entire broadcast. But yeah, so here's the story for you, bud. Um, so this is the trainer court right here, okay? And they got recently. What happened was they got robbed. The whole place was cleaned out, and it was a really really bad scenario. And Nintendo heard about this story, Jake, and like a good corporation, they came out and they said, you know what? We are going to go help that little guy out there. We're going to go help those people out here who help make us money. They would not stand. They would not stand for something like this happening. And you know what they did, Jake?
What's that?
They went out and sued them for copyright infringement on their logo. Because you know what they got to do at the end of the day, Jake? The most important thing in this world is your trademark, right? The mark of your trade. If that gets compromised, Jake, then how can you trade?
How can you? Yeah.
Yeah.
How could you trade without the trademark?
How could you trade without the trademark? And obviously, like we know that trade is like more important than people's lives, right? And the value that they're provided from their labor, right, Jake?
I mean, of course, it's capitalism.
Right, right. What do you think about this, man? I mean, this is like literally what happened was this. So basically, um, people around the world. So yeah, I mean, the story is almost exactly as I told you, right? What happened was this court got like cleaned out, and then like there's a lot of people that were like really love this place, and they said, "Hey, can you guys help this out?" And the social media presence that were there from it caught Nintendo's attention. And the first thing that they do is they sued them over a trademark infringement. I'll show you what their actual logo. So this is their new logo. This is their new logo.
Trainer court. Yeah.
And their old logo. I think it's on the actual. It was on the post that I reposted here. So this is their old logo right here.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
You can see the Pokeball in the middle.
Yeah.
Right. But I mean, to me, I'm not on the right page for everyone else to see what we're talking about here. Pokeport right here. This was their old logo for those joining us, and this is their new logo as of it. But this is coming to us from Dextero with the giant fucking 3/4 banner ad here at the bottom.
Yeah,
so you
gorgeous.
can read the two fucking lines before going and scrolling again. Jesus Christ, man!
What a cancer.
Fuck dead internet theory. We just need less fucking banner ads that are so invasive on the internet. That's what the campaign we need to start.
It's advertising is in a bad spot. We don't have enough time for me to dive into that, but
Yeah. But dive into this one with me, man. I wanted to show you the
Yeah,
story. I
do
wanted
you know
to
what
just
this
take
reminds
right
me
on the
of,
corner
Dodd?
this. What?
this reminds me slightly of when me and you were at the University of Alabama, Roll Tide. There was a big court case, or not a big court case, but do you remember the little old lady who made Alabama cookies? And she got a lot of community support. People loved her cookies. And then when the university heard about it, instead of embracing this woman, they sued her.
Yeah.
They sued her for copyright infringement, this little old lady from Tuscaloosa, Alabama. And they were going to take her to court. And then obviously the internet heard about it, and like they got a lot of negative pushback. And then the university ended up selling her the rights to use the trademark for $1. They said they needed it to be legal. And so they sold her the rights to use it for $1.
Pathetic, though.
But
They're
that's
like, okay,
so
fine,
ridiculous.
All of this trouble that we gave you, if you just give us $1,
Yeah, exactly.
just so that we can have like basically dick swinging rights.
Yeah.
You know.
No, to say that we legally let you do it, that you didn't just do it on your own accord, right? And so it vaguely reminds me of that. And I've seen this happen. This has been a problem with Nintendo for years, man. I mean, you know it as a competitive Pokemon player, but then I know it from friends of mine who were competitive in the Smash world. You know, there's a lot of unsanctioned Smash communities out there.
The entire Smash community at this point is unsanctioned.
Unsanctioned, yeah. And so, like,
the entire no, not morally. They don't. Nintendo does not have Smash tournaments anymore.
No.
Like, it's crazy that like with how much Smash Ultimate is out there that they don't have Smash tournaments. It is really legitimately wild.
No, and they will literally shut down, you know, brands and other things that try to pop up that you know, try to like foster that community. And it's crazy work. It's crazy to me. Like, I don't understand. Nintendo for a long time has had a problem with embracing fandom, in my opinion, for the fact that they want to be the people who run the show, you know, and I get that. It's a big brand. They don't want people sullying the brand up, right? Mm-hmm. But like at the same time, things like this are ridiculous. Hopefully the internet does its thing and, you know, shames them into oblivion. But then we're talking about a multi-billion-dollar company here. They, you know,
I mean, but no, these things don't go. These things go very much unnoticed, right?
Yeah,
it's like one of those things where people kind of roll their eyes at it, and they don't realize that, like, on a ground level, Pokemon does not give a fuck about you. Pokemon does not care about you. I say this because I know that's the first thing that we're going to see out the gate coming into the Pokemon Presents is a big speech from Pokemon about how they want to unite the world and everything else like that. Here, actually, Nelly, let's get you on this. What do you think about all this and going into the Pokemon Presents?
I think it's a crazy thing to have like engaged in the community in a negative way, but also as someone who's worked in IP before, I know that the biggest way to lose your IP is to not protect it. For example, if Sony were to come over and say, hey, I'm going to infringe on Pokemon's copyright and that's just my right to do it. If Pokemon were to come and say like, hey, that's actually really bad and I'm going to sue you for it, Sony could come out and say, well, you are applying this unfairly and you're applying it inconsistently. And I can prove that because of what's happening at Trainer Court. Like, the laws don't protect little guys. They're meant to do that so that big corporations can't sue other big corporations just because they want to. And that is crazy. But like what Alabama did with the $1 sale protects them legally, right? Yeah. So then, you know, the University of Auburn University. See,
that's the bad guy. Yeah,
that's the bad guy.
That's what I say. I hate them so much. I'm not even sure where the university goes in their name. That's how Roll Tide I am in support of you. But like, if they were to come through and be like, well, we're going to sell cookies with the Alabama logo on it, with like, I don't know, like dead elephants. What's like a really bad thing? Is it like a dead elephant?
I mean, that'd probably be pretty bad.
Pretty bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that sounds like something Auburn would do too.
Yeah, that is.
Okay, yeah. So if they were to do
actually,
that,
we're the assholes in that relationship.
We are the bad.
Ones.
Shut up! I don't want to get into that.
the hate rolls in one direction, kind of. But if they were to do that, they could, if little old grandma lady was. So selling it for $1 is like a way to tie into big capitalism. But
what the fuck is the Israel flag in the fucking Pokemon chat for? It's there's a lot of like political conversations going on.
No, sorry, I literally it's so funny. I was listening to Nelly, and at the same time, I look over and I go, "What the fuck is up with all the Israel flags?"
What is going on in chat?
Like both Trump 2026 and Dump Trump, like just.
What is going on?
It's the dichotomy of the internet, man. These days,
politics out of gaming. Look at this chat right now, right? There's no way to keep politics out of gaming when you look at this chat. This is insane.
No, I'm saying that's the current state of the internet. Is you'll have one comment that's like, "Man, fuck Donald Trump," and then the next one's like, "I love the way his boots taste.
He's my god." Okay. So let's start talking a little bit about predictions, okay? The most expected thing we're going to get here is Gen 10. They have been just teasing us for a while now with Gen 10. They talked about it a little bit at the at the Pokemon Championship early last year. They were talking about, when I think of Gen 10, I want people to think about embracing the new and the old at the same time. which I think is their coded way of saying like, stop telling us to make nostalgia bait games again, like Logan Paul has been asking.
Yeah.
But I don't think that that's really what everybody wants. Jake, I know you're such a good friend, and you totally got the chance to watch my video, right? Did you get a chance?
I was actually
to
just about to say that I didn't even know Logan had tweeted what he tweeted until I was watching your video.
You did actually watch the video. That makes me feel really nice. I feel bad because I thought you definitely wouldn't have time, but you did.
No, I mean I watched it. Yeah, in preparation for this, and then also just to be a supporter of the content. But gave it a like. I meant to go comment, but I like to think of funny comments, and I hadn't thought of one yet.
That's fine.
But yeah, no, that was actually the first. I don't have X. I deleted that a long time ago. And so when it became X, it was a principal thing. Not even because I hate Elon Musk with a passion. It's mainly because, dude, fuck X. What the fuck? It's called Twitter. Anyway, like, so I didn't even know that until I was watching your video, and then I was like, okay, you know, like it's nice. I don't fully agree with what he was saying, right? I also don't necessarily want just nostalgia bait games.
Hey.
But it was still nice to see somebody, I guess, of that loudness caliber speaking up about Pokemon needing to change for the fans, right? Like he's got a big following. He's got a big community. He owns he owns the most expensive Pokemon card in the world, right? And so I do think a guy like Logan Paul actually does have a little clout within the Pokemon community, if I'm being, completely honest. And so,
I mean, anybody has clout that comes into the Pokemon community with as much as they have. I lost my where is the sub thing that just came in? Thank you so much, Oleg, for coming in. That is my good friend Olivia, fellow VGC player. Welcome in. Thank you so much for coming here. Thank you so much for the Prime sub, I believe is what that was. Was that what that was? Yes, it was a Prime sub. Instead of sending $20 in a game I can play on my phone, I'll spend $0 on my buddy gift for a Prime sub. Disregard the fact that I have to give him some money. No, thank you so much. Look, I'm really like, I think that the anti-capitalist way to approach Pokemon right now is playing through ROM hacks and stuff like that. I mean, I think of the fact that this port that they have over here of Red and so one of the things that they announced, Jake, to catch you up again, is like one of the things leading up to this is they're like, hey, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna give you the first games again on the Switch console, and it's like, okay, cool. It was a direct port. Like when I talk about the laziest kind of work to do it, it was this is the same fucking game, Jake. This doesn't even have EXP share, right? These
they just copied and pasted.
Growing up on the Switch console of system of Pokemon are going to get a hard day's lesson when they choose the cool awesome fire type at the beginning, and then they go up against the hardest gym leader in all of Pokemon, which is the first one, Brock, when you have Charmander. That's the hardest gym leader in all of Pokemon.
Oh, it's insane. I mean, I remember as a child being like, this is impossible at certain times, especially like you said, if you go with Charizard, and every kid in the 90s loved Charizard. So
do you think the kids today know that you have to put your little Pokemon that you caught later in the game out in front of your party and then immediately pull him back in order to get the experience on them?
They know nothing of the swap method.
No, the swap method is lost, man. And the fact that they just copied and paste this over is going to be interesting to see how people respond, especially anybody who kind of got into Pokemon later. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if you got into it earlier, things like being able to sprint, being able to share XP, just simple things like not needing, not having to grind out to get a bike late in game, things like that are going to be a little surprising, I think, to some of the newer fans.
No, I have to learn to run.
You have to learn to run, as an adult, or no, not as an adult. I'm sorry, you're technically a child, I guess.
Yeah.
But running age.
Of running age, yes, of running age.
I think it's time for you to run in public now.
I think the biggest thing for me is just lazy, right? One of the things that we're going to hear in the presents is that they are talking about doing a revamped version of the original games again. Which it's like, God damn, that's the 5th fucking time we visited Kanto. Like, I'm done with it. We have Pokopia also supposedly taking place in Kanto.
The battle pass. Oh, sorry, Nelly.
I was gonna say, I know that we're critiquing capitalism. I will not take any shade on Pokopia. That game is going to give me purpose back in my life. It's going to everything that's wrong with me is going to be solved by participating in Pokopia capitalism.
I bought a capture card to play that game on stream.
Yeah, there you go.
I want it so bad.
My body is ready.
We've devolved into 6-7 now.
Okay.
So
Oh
we went
yeah,
from
I do
Israel
see a lot of
Palestine to
6-7.
6-7.
So yeah, we moved on from Israel to 6-7, which I think that is the classic evolution, right?
Yeah.
Speaking of Pokemon, I think that's the classic evolution of chats these days, right?
Imagine.
We
Imagine
start
we're
with
gonna
Trump
get to that
sucks,
in a
Trump's
second.
awesome, free Palestine, Israel's great. Then we just devolve into 6-7, 6-7, 6-7.
Yeah.
Skip Bloom love in the chat though. That surprises me.
Pokemon champions, please. Yeah, we're getting a lot of
So here's my shadow predictions here. Pokemon Champions is shadow dropped today.
Okay.
We get June 10. We get updates on everything we expect to get updates on. But I will say, my Copium prediction is a shadow drop of Champions, and Gen 10 reveal. I'll say to stretch it, we get starters for Gen 10.
Yeah,
More than just a Gen 10 reveal, we get to see what the starters look like.
I think we get the starters too.
Any last minute predictions for anybody else?
No, I think you hit most of the ones that I had made notes on. I definitely think we're getting Gen 10. I don't know about Pokemon Champions. I think that's going to be a little bit of a hopium right there.
Yeah.
Drop in the day, but I definitely think we get a glimpse of Gen 10 and the starters. I think that's now that might be towards the end of this thing, but
Yeah.
I think that's what we get. I also think we get Pokemon Go some news.
Yeah.
I think with the new park opening in Kanto, they're getting more into, hey, can we get people back out and play in our game again? And so, because it's crazy how Pokemon Go has fallen off in the States. It's still huge in Japan, but here I can almost never get anybody to fight raids with me.
Any last 30 second predictions?
TCG Pocket obviously will have a big home.
Yeah.
My secret hope is that in the terms of nostalgia bait, we actually don't get the full starters and instead we get the silhouettes so that we can have everyone on the internet try to fill in the silhouette and make stupid starters.
Name that Pokemon.
That's
Yeah.
favorite.
All right, here we go. Let's see what we got.
Am I going to be able to hear it from yours, or do I need to play it too?
Oh, you should play it on your side, actually. Let's drop this and then play it on your side. You mean to send you the link?
No, I'm on it right now.
Okay, cool. Yeah, let's do that then. Hey,
Well, this
Pod.
is the IGN party. I don't want the IGN party. Where is the... Why the fuck is it all people just watching it? Where's the actual Pokemon one?
Here, I'll send you the link.
Oh, okay, I found it.
I'm Ishihara from the Pokemon Company. Today, February 27, is Pokemon Day.
Yay, Pokemon
This is
Day.
the date the Pokemon Red and Pokemon Green games were first released in Japan, marking the beginning of the Pokemon series. In those first two titles, 151 Pokemon made their appearance. Now, a total of 1,025 Pokemon have
Too
been
many.
discovered. And these diverse Pokemon have been part of the stories trainers worldwide have been able to experience. This year marks the Pokemon series' 30th, a milestone reached because of your support. Thank you, each and every one of you. We hope you will all enjoy seeing how Pokemon continues to evolve.
But don't use our trademark.
Yeah.
In today's broadcast, we'll share all the latest news about Pokemon. Please enjoy the presentation.
You're just the dog fan, by the way.
What time is it in Japan?
Do you have all the dogs?
I do have all the dogs.
Do you have all the dogs?
No, they're all with Nelly, so
That's,
next.
dude, that's my life. Felt. Do you have all the dogs? Yes.
They just turn it off.
Oh, was it always that small? No.
What the? What is
the
this?
fuck is this?
Are they just giving us scenes from it? Are these just little pixel cards? 45 songs, 45. This is a.
Are they making hit clips?
Game music collect? Is this a?
This is hit clips. This is
I'm
Game Boy
Junichi
hit
Masuda,
clips.
and I handle the music
Is
and
that a
sound
Game Boy
effects for
hit
Pokemon
clips?
Red
There's
version and
Masuda,
Pokemon Blue
the
version
reign of
video games.
Masuda.
You can now play all 45 songs from the games on the small player inspired by the Game Boy
Oh
system.
my god.
We took particular care to make the audio sound just like Game Boy, so I hope you enjoy
They hit us
listening
with
while
the hit
swapping out
clips
cartridges.
Dude, that is wild. What the fuck?
To kick things off, hit them with the hit clips, guys.
I'm so sorry. I love it. I'm so sorry.
Hello, Pokemon
yeah,
trainers.
I'm
and
sorry you
happy
love that,
Pokemon
too.
Day. I'm Chris Brown from the Pokemon Company International.
Oh my god, Chris Brown?
And I'm thrilled to share news about the 2026
What an
Pokemon
unfortunate
World
name, sir.
Championships,
Yeah.
which will be taking place
I don't know-
alongside
wanna know
our
who-
new
Allowed in
fan
the
experience.
I don't want to know who
Pokemon
he's
XD.
super effective
He's not
against.
allowed in the UK.
The 2026 Pokemon World Championships will once again welcome nearly 3,000 competitors from all over the world.
Okay, Wolfie Glick didn't even want
Competitors
to talk
in
about
the
his
video game
experience there. Hold on,
championships
hold
will battle
hold
for the
off on
first time
how
in
much you want
Pokemon
to brag about this
Champions.
experience. Although
While their fellow
the
competitors
battle
will battle
was
in the
very
Pokemon
cool.
trading card game.
They did talk
Pokemon
about
Go,
champions being
and
the
Pokemon Unite.
official regulation for
Each
next
of
year,
the
which is
final
why I think we
matches
could
of
hear it.
these games will be held at
Why
the
we need
Chase
drops.
Center.
Why we
An
needed,
arena
yeah,
that's
why we really do need to
3
drop
times
stuff.
the
I love how
size as
the
last
chat's
year's
popping off
finals.
about Chris Brown right now.
Years
too.
ago,
Yeah.
we started on a mission to create the most exciting Pokemon event for our competitors and their families. As the World Championships evolved, we saw an opportunity to expand even further and deliver a one-of-a-kind
Graveyard's already
experience
locked and
where
loaded
trainers
with
around
Fire Red.
the
You didn't
world
play the
can
first one,
come
so I think
together
that
and
makes a
celebrating
little
their
more sense
fandom.
for you.
As we
But,
celebrate
I
30
mean,
years
like,
of Pokemon, we invite
it's-
all
it's-
of you
it's not
to
gonna
the
be as easy
inaugural
as the ones
Pokemon
you know,
XD event.
I wasn't.
Fans of all ages
I didn't
can
get
expect
red,
fun
green, or blue
activities,
until later in
including
life.
interactive
I was a
exhibits,
yellow kid.
pin trading,
Ah.
cosplay showcases, unique
blue
panels,
later, though.
hands-on workshops,
Spoiled.
exciting partner collaborations, and of course, visiting the Pokemon Center pop-up store. To celebrate this new experience,
course,
today, we're giving
consumerism.
you a first look
Consume,
at a
consume.
truly
Even if
special
you
piece of
lose,
art
consume.
illustrating
As
Pokemon
somebody
XD
who's been to
alongside the
Pokemon
highly
stores,
anticipated
they
World
are
Championships.
interesting.
I've been to
Uh,
these Pokemon pop-up stores, man, at the
Whether you're
tournaments, and
joining
it's
us
just
in
like it
person
is
in San
it is
Francisco
the
or
most
from
like
home on
it's
our
like
live stream,
it-
we can't wait
competitive
to see
Black
this
Friday.
August.
Yeah.
Like
Thank
you
you,
don't.
Pokemon trainers.
Here's your turn to Black Friday with everybody. You know, like it's not. It's not fun. It takes all the joy out of it to me.
My boy Trevor is his favorite is Mr. Mime, and
Oh.
I could not find a single Mr. Mime thing in Japan, like at the Pokemon centers. It's kind of crazy.
There's a reason for that. I'm gonna give you a story about that afterwards. But there is a very specific reason why it's harder to find Mr. Mime in Japan than other places.
Yeah,
It's
like
part of a gang.
went to
Not even kidding.
went to
Not
multiple
even kidding.
Pokemon
They think he's
centers.
part of the Yakuza
Ah,
because of his fingers.
well, that's probably why they looked at my tattooed American ass weird whenever I'm like, "Where's your Mr. Mime stuff?"
Yeah. They're like, he's my homie. I need some barriers put up, yo. Oh, looks like we got some tag team cards coming back. Is that what's going on here?
Yeah, I think this is for TCG.
Duo cards, okay. Yeah. Is this pocket or is this TCG?
I think this is real life.
Yeah.
Yep,
This is real life.
this is IRL Pokemon.
25th.
Yeah.
Yeah. What happened for the 25th anniversary?
All right, what do we got here? Is this is for Go. Yeah, it looks like Go. Those are Go sprites.
I think this is Go. Yeah.
I do like these white
A
outlines
huge
on the
range of
sprites.
Pokemon that have appeared in Pokemon Go so far will return. And there's a 2-day Pokemon Go tour event starting tomorrow. We also have a promo code to share.
Oh shit. Let me take it. No, it went away.
Here's a promo code. Here's all the Pokemon we have back. Just please come back. Just please go outside again. Red. Here. Is coming to. Okay. Coming
And
to
Pikachu?
No,
Wait,
this
so
is not GX, right? Not GX.
wait,
Pokemon Master Sex.
are they gonna let you have Pikachu running around?
Curiosity shine!
Oh wow.
Time!
Who are these people? Okay, So it looks like we have maybe some people from the anime or something.
Pokemon
I guess these are
Masters
some of the official
EX.
people from Scarlet and Violet.
Yeah, I don't.
Um,
I'm a fan, but not big enough to know what that was about.
so, and here's Pokemon Cafe Remix. So we kind of expected this one to be here, but I'm going to turn it down for just a second so I can tell you this little story. So, Jake, you're a branding guy, right?
Oh, yeah.
One of the game we just watched there was Pokemon Masters EX, and they had a little bit of a problem when they first dropped the game because they had the hashtags going around on Twitter, and you know, the name is Masters EX,
Okay.
right? But when you put all that in one word, Jake, what do you get?
Master Sex.
Pokemon Master Sex.
That
So
took me
that is
longer than I-
always how I think of that franchise and those games as
Pokemon
Pokemon
Master
Master Sex.
I bet
Yeah,
the Pokemon Company loved that.
Yeah, it's a really interesting one, but it's just a little note on the importance of branding and making sure you think about how you're.
Why do they want my sleep data so much? That's the one. That's the
They
one
do.
thing that I've been wondering about because I've got the Pokemon Go Ball Plus, the little like that lets you auto catch
Celebrate
Pokemon and stuff.
Pokemon Day.
for
Zap
Pokemon
Works
Go?
and
Just
Voltrace
look,
and
just selling
Articuno
your
will be
location
joining the
data
fray.
and global mapping data to the military, man. That's all that they're doing.
magnificent
Yeah,
power
but
of the
the
three
sleep
legendary
data
bird
is the
Pokemon
one that I'm
comes
interested
together.
about because they
Soar
really push
stylishly
Pokemon
into battle.
Sleep. Like they even
You
did
can
a
participate
big
in the
Pokemon
event to
Sleep
unlock their
drop
Unite
when I was in
licenses.
Japan at the Pokemon
And even
Center
more
with like
Pokemon are
sleep
scheduled to
mask
be
and
added.
blankets and shit.
Don't miss what's coming.
You know, they
Ooh.
have to sell stuff.
It's
but-
just interesting. Like they're just. I feel like they're really pushing Pokemon Sleep and have been for a couple years now. Like they really want to know when I'm going to bed and waking up.
Well, I'm wondering what the feature of it is. Like with Niantic, how they were like, "Oh, thanks for mapping out the world for us." What bio data are they going to sell to the government? I caught that card. I have that card too.
I have yet to download this game because I know like I financially don't want it on my phone.
It will destroy you.
Yeah, Jake, it'll teach you how to play the game, and you'll enjoy playing the game too because it's a lot smaller and easier to do. So it's pretty toxic if you have a Pokemon card addiction.
I want
No,
to bring Pocket
See, I know exactly. I know what type of man I am, and I'm the type that would spend fucking like $100+ a month on this game, just ripping packs. You know what I mean?
And that's
Oh,
why
oh,
I-
oh, 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 hold on. We've got, here we go.
Uh-oh.
We've got some GameCube exclusives. Yes, Gale of Darkness from the GameCube. This is a Pokemon game I have not gotten a chance to play, and it's coming to the Virtual Console. This is one to be excited about.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I don't think I've
Yeah.
ever played that one either.
I also never played this.
Okay, this is a crazy game too because the makers of this game had no idea what Pokemon was. So everything in this game is very like other than the Pokemon models being there, it is much more cyberpunk. It is much more Dragon Ball Z. The
No.
storyline, obviously the characters look much like so half these characters look like
The
one-
whole world looks like a more Final Fantasy,
Yeah.
kind of like adjacent than Pokemon. Is that a Luigi or not Luigi?
Dark Lugia is actually a canon version of, or Shadow Lugia is like a canon version of Lugia that is unable to transfer into any other games because of it. You can only
Hello, everyone.
purify it
I'm
first. Okay,
Utsunomiya from the Pokemon Company.
we got.
I'd like to
Oh,
give you all
Taco-
some
I'm not gonna try
additional
that last name,
updates
but
as
I've
we
seen
share
him
the
before.
latest news on our games. First off, we have information regarding the Pokemon Fire Red version and Pokemon Leaf Green version games
Okay.
coming to
That-
Nintendo
we already
Switch.
know that.
Yeah.
The Pokemon Fire
They do.
Red
They have a lot of
and Pokemon
Kanto in the
Leaf Green
background,
games,
which is usually an
remakes
indicator
of
for
the
what's coming
Pokemon
up.
Red and
The
Pokemon Green games in
Current
Japan
Pokemon Go events,
were
Kanto
released
as well.
on Game Boy Advance
Yeah.
in 2004.
I mean, I
Today,
guess it makes sense.
these games
It's
have
the
been made
30th,
available
right?
to play once more as download exclusive titles on Nintendo Switch and Nintendo Switch 2. We also plan to make these titles compatible with Pokemon Home in the
Okay,
future.
they are compatible with Pokemon Home.
This way, you can bring
Okay, that's-
Pokemon
That's
obtained
something.
in other
That's
Pokemon
something.
RPG series titles on adventures with
Yeah.
you. Or you can send Pokemon to visit Pokemon Champions. We hope you look forward to
Yeah.
it.
They said visit champions,
Mm-hmm.
not transfer
Next,
into.
we have some news about Pokemon Champions.
Oh, here we go. Let's see what we got. Come on. Yeah, this is really what I'm excited for. Okay, that's me. And that's the 8-year-old that's about to kick my ass. Yeah. Like she's pulling out her phone, just like, I got you. Look at you, sweat. Coming at you. not knowing your type charts at all. Oh, that's really cute. Yeah. I know. I want to do this. I'm gonna have my 32nd-year-old birthday party, and it's all gonna be Pokemon Champions. Megaton is in the game. Of course, every Pokemon's gonna be in the game. This is a no. This is gonna take over my life. Come on, gotta drop it. Give it to me today. Let me download it today. There's Megas, yeah. So the cool thing is all gimmicks are allowed, which means that Gonzo's turned off for that.
My captions just said heat. Like no one said heat, but the captions were just like that was heat. Like,
yeah.
Next up is news about the Mega Dimension DLC
That's
for the
it?
Pokemon
That's all you're
Legends
gonna
ZA
do?
game.
that's it.
The newest
Just a
title in
little
the Pokemon
trailer?
series. Please take a look at this video.
Nothing. Yep.
More DLC stuff for this? This better be give some.
Oh,
so we get
cool.
some-
More clothes.
No, but you better give me some good DLC because like the DLC we was last one was dog shit. You maybe not want to play the game anymore. Yes, these are all already in the game. Also already in the game. Thank you, okay.
I gotta
For
finish
anyone
this.
who hasn't played it.
Yeah, I gotta finish that game.
Yeah, there you go, Jake. There's all the Mega Evolutions you'll find. Here's all the new ones. Here's all the new ones you'll find in the DLC, Jake. This way, there's no surprises for you. Yeah, there's Darkrai, who ends up being the villain that you don't know until the very end. Okay. These are kind of fun. I did play some ZA Royale. I mean, they're a fun, different game. Yeah.
Some of the Mega Evolutions are sick as fuck. I'll give them that.
Yeah, Jake, I think once you play with them, you'll actually enjoy them a lot. Like, I shot on them too. Okay, this is one thing that this Garchomp Z, this model was in the game, but there was no way to get it. So this seems like this could have been a possibility too. This is a very likely possibility that we're going to get this revelation today. But we'll have a floating Garchomp.
I like that. That's actually my boy Skylar's favorite Pokemon.
Garchomp is a really cool Pokemon and a cool designed Pokemon. I mean, now you have the Garchomp X and Y. Just like you have X and Y.
Paid
Rise.
DLC.
Yeah.
No release date. Oh no, it says
The
available.
DLC's already out.
Oh, it's
DLC's
now.
already out.
Yeah.
This is just the thing that they're tossing out there.
This is just advertising for the DLC we already did.
Yeah.
A new
And now there's like an
Mega
update
evolution
to
of
it.
Garchomp. Mega Garchomp Z
Has been discovered. Okay.
Ah.
This mystery gift will become available for the Pokemon Legends ZA Mega Dimension DLC after
Okay.
this presentation concludes.
Oh,
Cool.
today.
And
After
y'all-
claiming this gift,
Nice.
you'll be able
Yeah,
to
we already
detect
knew
a
this.
special hyperspace distortion.
Yeah, we already knew that this
You can
existed.
encounter
So
Mega
far,
Garchomp
have not been
Z.
leak
You can
allegations.
obtain a Garchompite Z stone by winning a battle against Mega Garchomp Z in the special pocket
Should
of
I play this game
hyperspace.
on stream later?
Next up, we have some news about
should definitely
Pokemon
do Battle
Pokopia.
Royale.
I mean, ZA would be fun.
I've got it. I got it for Christmas, and I played literally like maybe 20, 30 minutes on the plane to Japan.
Yeah. Oh, hold on. What's this? What's this? This is like Minecraft. This is Minecraft.
This is Pokopia.
There's no way. This does look like
This is
Minecraft.
Pokopia. This could be Pokopia, but it looks like Minecraft right now.
Those bricks are Minecraft. That stone.
It's the Minecraft Pokemon skin Animal Crossing game.
Which
There's
I
a
think will
Rotom.
cure all my
There's a Rotom
depression.
that we're gonna meet. That's gonna be a boombox. I guarantee you, because it's all about
Boombox.
yeah. Rotom, stereo Rotom. What is it?
Is
A new
that
Rotom
curiously-
form?
Oh, it
Stereo
is
of Rotom?
Poketopia or whatever the fuck, yeah.
Did
Yeah.
it get enticed by the music and hop inside?
Okay, well, obviously I have to find a way
It's
to skin
really
that in our
energetic
house.
and seems to go by DJ Rotom.
DJ
What happens if you
Rotom.
give it a
DJ
DJ
Rotom.
Rotom.
Shut up. God, I do love capitalism, unfortunately. No, I love consumerism.
Yeah, what's
Not
the
Is Kevin
what's the
Klein
sound
of
from
the town
TikTok?
with a
Capitalism really
variety of
popped off
music.
today, boys. Like,
Ditto and the others are grooving to the beat too. Let's listen to DJ Rotom's
Look at that
specially
Tangrowth. Yeah,
look at the
selected
Tangrowth. I think the
tracks
Tangrowth's
while
really
I
fun.
introduce you to the
Really-
world
he's
of
a little
Pokemon
CD on his head.
Pokopia.
That's why. 'Cause he's
Yeah.
the best
Well, the
DJ
the
Rotom.
well the CDs are TMs too.
Ditto first encounters Professor Tangrowth in a wasteland that was once a town. It seems
Here's
like
our
Ditto
Pokopia
is working
spotlight.
alongside other Pokemon to develop the town. Wow, they're sure fired up.
We did just get DJ Rotom. Let me not be.
Of course, you can't give your all on an empty stomach.
oh
It
no,
looks like
tummy
Riolu
ache.
wants something to eat too. But how do you
Oh my God, we
cook?
can bake bread.
Dude, this game. Oh my god.
This is gonna ruin my life, Jake.
Yeah,
And by
it's
that,
gonna
I mean
fuck me up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know how
Everything
I
that's
got with
ever been
Animal
wrong with me
Crossing.
is
I know
about
how I am with
pixels.
Stardew Valley. Like
Oh.
a cozy
That's
Pokemon
Silhouette.
game. Ugh.
Stop! Look at that.
Look at
Oh
this
my
fucking
God.
guy.
Oh my God, Squirt's gonna teach us how to. God damn it! I'm ruined.
Little Squabbit cook.
He wears a
A
pot as a
Greedent
hat.
appeared. It sounds like
Ooh,
everyone
and he's
calls
got-
it
look,
Chef
there's not a
Dente.
non-stick pan to be seen.
Chef Dente
This is
can
a
teach you how to cook
gourmet
all sorts of dishes.
Greedent. He knows what's up. No non-stick, no plastic, no
Each
silicone.
Pokemon has different foods they prefer.
Me playing around.
No. That is a cast iron stainless.
I was gonna
steel.
say they
Which
only
will
got
even
cast iron in
power up
Kanto.
your moves
Like,
when you eat them.
Yeah.
This will make it even easier to develop the town. Try bringing Pokemon you've befriended on an outing.
I will say your character as the Ditto
In
human
multiplayer
is
mode,
very
you can visit
uncanny
other
valley for me.
players'
Like,
towns.
it,
Very
I think it's really cool though.
You can
Like
play with up to
you know,
3 other
it's
people.
it's
First,
it
let's
looks like a
place
skinwalker
I
running
know,
around.
where
Like,
everyone's
humans with
hiding.
Pokemon powers, but you're technically a Pokemon.
There you
Remember
are.
The Ditto reveal
There's someone
from
here
Detective
too.
Guy who
That
wears
was
his glasses
creepy.
up.
Ditto
Yeah,
being able to
who's the
transform
last
into a
one?
human, like the implications of
Whoa,
that,
you
like
can
for
transform into objects
just like the
too.
people living in the Pokemon world, is
That
kind of
was a
scary.
Fun game of
Yeah.
hide and seek.
Yeah, you got to think of who's a Ditto.
Yeah, like
I have a
my mom's been
By
acting
working
weird.
together,
Could she have
you
been
could
replaced
even
by a
build
Ditto?
something
Like I
this
feel like they're
big.
literally skinwalkers. Like it's
Oh my God.
oh goodness gracious.
Together, you can develop a town
I'm gonna sink so much time into this fucking
or
game,
go on
aren't I?
far-off adventures. New encounters may
that looks
await
very
you as
cute.
well.
Yeah, and you can
Oh my
discover legendary Pokemon too. That's kind of cool.
Oh, and you can
Every
probably
day,
bring them
the
back to
world
live
gets
with you, like
bigger and
villagers.
bigger.
That's a little hat. He's a
Developing a
construction
town,
hat.
one
Yeah,
step at a
whenever you
time.
transform into the Pokemon, you have a little hat.
Pokemon Pokopia.
This looks
Available
a lot
on
of fun,
March
and you know
5th.
there's game share for this, Jake. So only
March
one of
5th.
you like if you and Jessica want to play together, only one of you has to have the game, and you can both play together through game share.
Oh, that's sick. Is it? I didn't even know it was multiplayer.
Yeah.
You can play up to 4 people at a time right now. That's what
We may
the hide
we
and
could we
seek
could
is
do
for
some
people.
Pokopia streams together, all of us. Like
Yeah.
that could be fun.
Oh, that would be cool.
Play hide and seek.
Pokemon Pokopia releases next week on Thursday, March 5th.
Jessica won't
We
play
hope you
games like
enjoy
that with me
working with
anymore.
Pokemon
She
to
said
develop
Animal
a town
Crossing
from the
ruined it
ground
for her. My
That's fine.
my island, she said, was just too much.
Today,
This
we
comes
covered
this
all
comes
the
out next week.
information you
Okay,
see
wait.
here.
Yeah, March
Whoa,
5th.
whoa, okay. You're just dropping all this stuff. A huge range of Pokemon.
Oh, what the fuck?
We'd
Yeah,
like to
that
end
was
our
It's like,
presentation
okay, quick
today
recap.
with one final video for you all.
one final video. Here we go.
This
Thank
is
you for
it.
tuning in.
Wow, this is short.
That's why they did that recap. They were like, "Here's everything." he
Yeah,
does.
we're only. I mean,
Yeah.
shit, we went live before. This is gonna be a tight 30-minute presents.
This has got to be This has got to be
This has got to be a big one.
This has got to be Gen 10.
Yeah, let's lock in chat.
Uh huh.
Oh, what up, Rage? Welcome to the show.
This is not just
No, that looks like okay. That was Johto. That's Hoenn. That's Sinnoh.
Did we finally get the master map?
There's Lumios. Here we are at Gen 6.
Okay, we're getting a review.
9.
Yeah, that was.
This is Gen 9. That was Gen 8. And what's this? Okay.
I do not know why my captions keep just saying heat.
Sick.
It says heat again. That's hilarious.
Okay.
Heat,
Okay.
heat.
Hold on. Hold on.
Uh-oh. Is this gonna be some lame, like, Pokemon Vacation shit? I'm gonna be so mad.
Okay.
What the fuck was that?
No, there better be more to this than that.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Okay. This looks like the
This
test
is it.
footage we saw.
Yep, that was the water,
This
buddy.
was the test footage we saw. Yep.
That was the
Yep.
water from the leak.
Here's the water. The characters are exactly the same. Oh my gosh, the leaks were right.
Yep.
The leaks were 100% right.
The leaks were right.
The leaks are so right. Look at the water. The water looks really good, though.
They did spend some time on the water. I'm assuming you're going to be able to go into it, given that
Okay.
the water looks good.
I want to do dive again. That was really fun. Gen 3 gave us dive and going underwater.
Okay.
And they just took it away.
Yeah.
Swamps,
Wow, look at that.
Ooh, a swamp.
lava. Yeah, we're definitely getting the jungle theme that the leaks predicted as well. The first Pokemon to be like a jungle.
Oh, look at our starters.
This is our starters. Yep.
Oh.
Oh, hi.
Look at the little. You got Grout.
Brout?
Yes, we got Grout.
Pombon?
Pombon.
Oh.
And Gekwa.
Cuckoo. Or whatever the fuck.
Okay. Pombon.
Yep, that's why they kept showing the water. We're gonna be able to.
Dude, the leaks were right.
Yep,
The leaks were so right.
the leaks were 100% heat.
Pokemon Wind and Waves.
Pokemon wins. Yep.
Oh my god.
Pokemon waves. Wow.
Oh my god.
Global
The
simultaneous
leaks
release.
were so right. The Wind
Yeah.
and Waves bit was a someone else came up with that. They're like, I think this is kind of like this is what I think they'll go with, right?
Yeah.
I don't think they'll go with.
It's like air and sea. Yeah. That's why one of the starters isn't even grass. It look. I mean, I guess grass flying, maybe the bird.
Grass flying, yeah.
Yeah.
But you know how
The
they
doggo is
roll-
mine. Is there nothing more? We're getting nothing. We're
Yeah.
just black screening.
The dog
Yeah.
looked like normal fire. Oh my god, that really?
Okay, interesting.
Interesting way.
follow-up.
They were just like drop,
okay.
mic drop.
So I'm gonna let this kind of play in the background while we chat a little bit about what we saw. I mean, the biggest revelation we got here was Gen 10. You know, I think that was the big one. Really disappointed that all Champions got was an ad. Everything else got the regular updates that they normally get. This felt like a very yeah, I thought we would get something really special. And to be honest, like this is kind of like this is everything to be expected. Updates for the latest games.
To be fair though, like the reason it probably feels that way is because we got a bunch of leaks. Like had we not seen the leaks, imagine how huge Wind and Waves would feel.
Sure, but I mean, we did know that we are going to probably get a new generation. Like that was pretty crazy. Jake, what about you? As someone who's not an avid Pokemon fan, only just watching my video yesterday,
Yeah.
like, how did you feel about the presents?
I mean, overall, I like. I mean, really, after watching your video and knowing more about the leaks and kind of like what was to be expected, it's a little underwhelming, if I'm being completely honest. Like, but then again, like I think that's like Nelly was kind of alluding to. I think that's because of the leaks, right? Like I think if I wouldn't have known more about the next gen, that would have been a cooler announcement. It was still nice to see. Definitely looks like they put a little bit more effort into the graphics on this, mainly because of that whole land and sea way that they're going with this, right? Like the fact that you'll be able to dive underwater and do some stuff there looks like they really wanted to try to up their at least water mechanics, because that's been something that's, you know, obviously been lackluster for years. But yeah, no, I mean, overall, like interesting 30th announcement. Like I would have probably went I don't know. I thought we would have got a little more. But then, we've gotten we got physical products with the new Game Boy little what was that called?
Hit clips. Yeah,
Hit
that
clips.
was weird to start off.
Yeah, to start off with the hit clips, we did get Pokemon Go info, which I predicted that we would get a Pokemon Go announcement. We got the Pokemon Champions kind of teaser, but no release, and so that sucks. But yeah, no, Gen 10. I mean, it looked cool. Unfortunately, we'll see how kind of it looks closer to release, but I'll probably buy it.
Yeah. I think it definitely looks a lot better visually than we've seen before. One of the things that we didn't get confirmed here that is in the leaks is that the procedurally generated parts of the map, right?
Yeah.
I think it's safe to assume that
Thanks,
we're going to get the
Rage.
same features
I'm
that we
glad the
did in the
pancake
other
looked
ones,
good
right?
today.
We already saw players playing together.
We
and
haven't
actually,
made
let's go
today's
to the
pancake.
trailer and
That
we
was
can kind of watch it
yesterday's, by the
again.
way. You're a day behind.
Because that was probably the most interesting trailer. Procopia also had a pretty good trailer here too.
Yeah. That was I'm with Nelly on that game. Like I said, I know how
It comes out next week, by the way.
Yeah, I know how I did with Animal Crossing when it came out. I know how I am with Stardew Valley and other cozy games like that. And so the fact that it's just set in the Pokemon world, I am going to spend too much time trying to build that city. They got me with that one. They for sure did.
This gives you something constructive to do and still interact with the Pokemon characters in a way that's kind of charming and Detective Pikachu-esque, but still while collecting them too, right? Where it's not just you're interacting with them like NPCs.
No, you still collect them and kind of catch them all in a way, right? But then you also get to kind of build a place for them to live, and to me, that's just cute as fuck. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm gonna enjoy the fuck out of that game.
Multiplayer mode.
Yeah, and you guys broke the news to me that it was multiplayer. I didn't even know I could play with anybody else, which that might have been in the trailer, and I just wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, it's like a four-player thing, and you can literally play hide and seek. But apparently, your island is also cloud-based. So if you have an island, other people can go to it even when you're not in it. Unlike Animal Crossing and trying to coordinate people coming to your island.
Yeah.
So that I think is a big quality of life upgrade. The other games like it.
Animal Crossing did kind of fix that with the dream thing, because you could just send somebody your dream code, but then I don't know, that was still kind of
not the
lackluster.
Same.
Yeah.
Right. But I mean, the Minecraft elements to it, the collecting elements to it, right? Being able to get Pokemon powers that you go through and still collecting Pokemon. I think it's a really unique mix. I'm super excited for it. Let's skip ahead a little bit to the Gen 10 trailer here and look at this one more time. And kind of talk through it a little bit. I mean, the Brout's pretty cool. I do like Brout, but we've already had a grass owl.
Yeah.
So what are we doing with another grass owl? We've also already had a water lizard.
Yeah.
So Pombon seems like the newest one here. This is a Johto, right? This is hardcore Johto. This is Hoenn, right? This is Sinnoh, and then the next would be Kalos, right? Kalos. No, Unova. Kalos 6. Then you go to 7, Alola, and then this is 8, Galar, the goat. Galar is the greatest, and then we go to Paldea, and now Wind and Waves. We don't know the name of the region yet. I wish they'd give us some explanation for it afterwards. Actually, we can probably go to we'll go to the Pokemon site after watching this commercial and see if they have any updates there, because sometimes they'll give us a little bit more information on the Pokemon site about it. This part is stupid. That part was I was not.
Almost sent me. I was like,
Yeah.
wait a second.
What is this, right?
Well, what's the TV show that they have, the concierge? I was like, is Gen 10 concierge?
Did you see that, Jake? That was the
Which one?
The Netflix one.
It's really cute, to be honest. Pokemon concierge. It's about Pokemon who work at a resort. That's what I thought this was at first. I was
the
like,
animation on that was adorable, but for me it was just too. I don't know. It was a nap show. It kept kind of making me sleepy.
Yeah, it's a cozy book for sure.
Yeah.
And so that was my only beef with it. The animation was gorgeous on that show, though.
Yeah. So now, here's where Game Freak comes in. Water. Okay, so we all agree water looks gorgeous. Cool. Jake, you've been very critical of Pokemon's graphics. What do you think of these graphics, seeing them here?
I mean, I definitely think they're improving, but then like for modern gaming, they're still behind. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, but then we've had that argument before of like, do Pokemon fans come to this game for graphics? And that's the whole thing. I don't think Pokemon fans
Do you think we've reached a healthy compromise, though? I mean, look at this shot right here.
Well, this is not actual gameplay.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
That's the
Yes.
other thing too. I don't necessarily know what the gameplay will look like, but then overall, like I think they're like graphically taking some steps into the right direction. I still feel like it's something they just don't put. And you kind of touched on it in your video with their budget, man. Like if this game costs $20 million to make, that's a good budget. But we're talking about $1 billion franchise. We're talking about like. One thing that I kept thinking during your video was, and then you didn't mention that, I was like, I don't know why he didn't mention this. Grand Theft Auto had $1 billion budget. Grand Theft Auto 5.
That's a great point.
The next had $1 billion budget. 1 billion, B. And then yet this franchise, which is literally the most highest grossing franchise in the world, right? Spent $20 million on its next big game. Like, and I think it shows in things like the graphics, right? Like I think most of the money goes into the actual gameplay and the mechanics and things like that, which I have no beef with that. That's awesome. But then throw another 20 mil into the graphics, brother. Put 40 mil into your big game. You know what I mean? Like, and so like that's my only thing that like I will say is kind of a knock on them. Is I didn't realize that leak-wise, the last couple of Pokemon games have only had a $20 million budget. And like you said, a good game can be made on $20 million. Look at Claire Obscura, I think is the one that you mentioned in your video. Great game.
It's a turn-based game too. And so I'm gonna cut you off here for a second, because like that's the thing that I want to say. Like so for years I've argued with you, Jake, that Pokemon fans don't care about graphics, and I still think that that's true, right? Here's the argument that I think that should have been taken a long time ago. Is it doesn't mean that they don't have to, right? And or that they shouldn't, because because like think of Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy for the longest time was a turn-based game that was known for its incredible cutscenes that are the cutting edge of graphical stuff. And so the idea is that like if our gameplay is a little less complicated, if our gameplay is a little less more slowed down, right? Then we should put the time and effort into making it look beautiful, right?
Yeah.
And Pokemon has not taken that approach. Pokemon has taken, we're a simplistic game, and like we can use children's imagination to fill in the gaps. And I think that really works for, when you're in the 90s in Red and Blue and you saw a little shell inside a box and you're like, that's an Omnistar, cool, the world of imagination.
Yeah.
And like there's an argument to be made. One of the things I didn't include in the video was the story of Mew and how Mew got out there, right? Pokemon wasn't a hit when it first came out in February of 1996, 30 years ago. It didn't sell for the first couple of months until it was believed to be either Masuda or Tajiri that came up with the idea of talking about the secret Pokemon that they included in there. Basically, what happened was once they had all of the hack checks out of the game, right, they had enough room for one more Pokemon. They didn't even have enough room to put a location data on the Pokemon. So the Pokemon would be in the game, but you'd never be able to find it anywhere.
Yeah.
Right. And that's how Mew ended up in the game. Right. And so that was a rumor. That was a rumor that was started by the company themselves. And that's what became the virality of the game, was to basically define Mew. And what Tajiri did was, like, after the thing of it, he basically released like 50, gave people codes for 50 of them. So there are 50 real legitimate Mews out there, and they could only be obtained through trading from one of them. So they became super rare. So people, there would be enough truth to it that people would like maybe see one or hear of one or know of one existing, but they wouldn't be able to find it anywhere. And that created some virality to the game. So my point in saying all of that is, like, the leaving space for imagination has worked for Pokemon in the past.
Yeah.
Right. But now we're way at a different age, and I do think that this is a massive leap forward. Using you though, Jake, as kind of like the standard right? If Pokemon can appeal to me pretty easily, but they have a harder sell with you, do you think Pokemon Pepsi and Pokemon Coke, Baba Waba, that's great. Do you think does this meet your bar with all of that in mind? Like knowing that Pokemon lends itself a little bit to the imagination, like
Yeah.
do you think that this starts to like actually meet it? Because what it feels like to me is like it's kind of like an ever like the goalpost keeps on getting moved. They've had such a bad reputation with graphics before that like is our standards for how much they're supposed to improve now shifted, right? Like that's kind of the argument that I would like to make. What do you think, Jake?
I mean, I would say that they're looking like we're getting more towards the Breath of the Wild almost with this one. Like it's still obviously it's still not as good as something that I would see, you know, like from a AAA studio on PlayStation. Like, you know, but then again, I don't know. I mean, my biggest takeaway from that was that the water looked a lot better than it has in past games, but that the land looked pretty much the same. Like I couldn't really tell too much of an improvement there. It looks like a lot of the budget went into water and the water physics because of how much this, you know, obviously one of the games
here's a shot of the grass
Pokemon
here.
waves, right? So like obviously water plays a big part in this one. And so it looks like they focused a lot there, which is great. But then it feels like what is it? Next year is going to be, you know, Pokemon Desert or something, and they focus more on the land. I don't know, you know, like
so let's go into a little bit of what the leaks say that we can expect from this, so I can get while I'm doing that, I'm gonna go pull up the Pokemon site right now. .com is that where we're gonna go? Okay, yeah, that is.
Yes.
Paldean reject all. Are you really not gonna tell us about what it is? Let's see, news, Pokemon Presents, just telling us it's there. All they have right now is the maybe under video games and apps. Let's see, nothing. Let's check their Twitter. Well, actually, let's check Twitter's reactions real quick, because that's a good base for it. Gen 10 starters. Yeah, here's our Gen 10 starters. Jake, what are your thoughts on the Gen 10 starters here? What do you think about these bad boys?
I had them pulled up too over here, just looking at them. I think, obviously the dog fire guy in the middle is adorable.
Yeah, he steals the show.
Yeah, Pom Pom or whatever I think his name was. I agree with you on it's interesting because the water frog guy I feel like has been in so many games.
Yeah.
That's Sobble. That's Sobble 2.0. Why do we have another Sobble? Why did we Sobble again?
And so I'm not like really sold on that. I think that's a little like okay, but then I need to see his evolutions, right? Like
There's
obviously
gonna be a gay lizard. Look at those lashes.
Another gay lizard. And so
Fat round boy.
You always want a fat round boy. You love the fat round boys.
Because I'm right.
There's somebody that's already Gekakwa posting.
the bird grass types kind of cute too, but then I don't know. I've never been a huge grass type guy myself, and so I like them. I think they're decent starters. I think Pokemon's running into the issue of that maybe they've released too many Pokemon over the years.
Yeah.
I think we're at year 30 and like he said there's 1,000 different Pokemon and it's like, yeah, but buddy, some of those are just like car keys. And so
hey, Klefki's great, okay? A prankster fairy steel type, okay, is fantastic. So it's got optimal usage there. So
the other day I caught a flamingo in Pokemon Go and its name is literally Flamingo, pretty much.
Flamigo.
Yeah,
Like Flamigo.
And I'm like, come on, gang. Like what
Yeah,
are we?
it's pretty bad.
And so, but no, I think they're just running into that issue of that, like IP wise, man, they've created so many Pokemon over the years that it's like, what all combinations can we do? But then also like, that's just me kind of like giving them a little bit of grace though, I think, because I do think they could have made more creative starters. Is there a game where you don't start with besides Yellow, right? Where you got an electric type, your core 3 just being grass, water, fire? Like,
there's like the Let's Go where you pick Pikachu or Eevee, but that's really it. I will,
because
Pokemon
I mean,
also like they've stated in their internal documents from the leaks that like one of the issues that they do have is that because so many people have fan-made Pokemons, like the Fakeamons online, they literally can't release anything that look like them.
Because they're afraid that fans are going to have that they can lose the copyright to it because the fans will say they had it first.
I get that. I guess what I was getting at is it would have been cool to see, I don't know, like starters being maybe a ghost or a psychic, or, you know, like we've had some core types in the game since red, blue, green, yellow, like that just have never been a starter. And I get it. It's part of the formula, but like it would be cool one day to see a starter that's like, I don't know, not just your run-of-the-mill water, grass, or fire. But then that's just a side note. You know what I mean? Like, that's not a knock on this one.
We got some feelings in chat here. Oh, I can count the polygons on that rock on one hand. Okay, so the graphics haven't won over everybody, that's for sure. Don't say a word against Gekakwa. Okay, so we see... Like, okay, but I think that's a perfect example of the kind of fan that we're talking about here, right? Like, it's like, okay, I will defend Gekakwa with my life, but you know, like the graphical standards that are shown here still don't meet up to what it's looking for. So
well, I think they meet up. They're better for a Pokemon game. I think that's where it gets sad, is that we have to put that caveat in there of like, no, it is a step forward for a Pokemon game, right? And so, like, you always have to kind of caveat it with for a Pokemon game. Because, like, if I'm comparing the graphics to this to, like, other AAA titles that are going to come out for $60, $70, you know what I mean? Yeah, it's not there. Like, it's just, it's not even close for a lot of AAA titles, right? Like, and so, for billion-dollar titles, you know what I mean? But for Pokemon, it's an improvement.
And to your point about games that didn't go with the traditional starter types, like if you look at Legends Arceus, that escaped the norm and also was the most innovative game that they've done in a long time.
And
like
I told
open
Dodd,
world on that map
don't even need new starters.
Better. Yeah, the open world on that map was way better. I love that it went into the lore of Pokemon instead of just like a repeat of every like kid on a journey to become a master. Like that really explored the world behind Pokemon in a way that was really fun. I wish that they would do more of that.
And I told Dodd, I think not long ago, I told you about this, that like I initially shit on that game heavy because of the graphics. We talked a lot about it on Geek Life back in the day. But then when I look back at it, that's one of the most fun Pokemon games I've played in probably the last 10, 15, whatever years, right? Like it was mechanically one of the more fun games I've played in general. Not just for a Pokemon game, it was just a fun game to play, right? I put a lot of hours into Arceus, more than I have in, like I said, I bought the newest one, whatever it is, ZA or whatever the fuck, one of the letter ones.
So disappointing.
And played like 20, 30 minutes and was like, okay, I'm bored.
So I will say about ZA. I will say this about ZA, Jake. The beginning is a slog. It's one of my biggest complaints about the game.
I also don't care for the French. No.
yeah. Well, I as a French myself, you know, I definitely I care a little bit. I love my revolutionaries, but I definitely want to hear your thoughts on the story. Once you get to like outside of the tutorial, and you'll know when you're outside of the tutorial, the game becomes a lot funner. I will give it that. Like the best part of the game is after the tutorial, probably till like there's. I mean, the Royale itself is fun. The Royale itself is fun to complete. I don't think the DLC is good for ZA, and it's been hard to go back to because it's just
a small thing,
repetitive, redundant, and grindy. But
a small thing they could add for players who have, you know, I don't know, maybe played a Pokemon game before is a skip button. Like the first half of that game is so like, let me hold your hand, you know, and I get it because like they're making these games for a large audience. I don't think we give them enough grace sometimes on the fact that Pokemon is making games for 5-year-olds to, you know, fucking. There's probably some old folks. I mean, I'm 35 and still play Pokemon, right? And so we're talking at least 5 to 35, you know, like, and so like that age range is huge to try to please. You don't really have a core demographic, but they're always going to lean towards kids more than adults. That's just one thing we've got to come to the hard realization of with the Pokemon Company is that everything they make is going to lean more towards the young audience. They want to capture the children, right?
Right. I
And
think they do need
so-
to recognize though that their generation. I mean, they do recognize it because they sell us a nostalgia bait all the time. That the
They
game
do,
is
but
multi-generational.
I'm just
and
saying
we
that
should-
like
there should
that
be a
last
spirit.
game, it's such a slog in the beginning, and so much of it is like
Yeah.
things that if I could skip, I would. I would just be like, stop talking to me so I can get to the meat of this game.
Right.
Stop like forcing me down this single aisle of this one section of the city.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like it's just one of those where like a lot of games, you know, especially will give you the option to even just skip a tutorial, right? But Pokemon never lets you do that. And every time I boot up a new Pokemon game, the first hour and a half of it, I'm just like, Jesus fucking Christ, dude, I'm 35 years old. I know what I'm doing. You know, like, but that's just one of my like little like knocks on the latest game. But overall, like I said, I do think this is a step in the right direction graphically. I'm not mad at the starters. I think that, you know, they're your classic Pokemon starters. There's just nothing surprising there on those.
Hold on, guys. Here's one thing I'm worried about. Okay, so remember when we talked about? I'm looking at the trailer one more time on here on Twitter. Is learn more about the main characters and special Pikachu in this announcement trailer. The leaks also reference a seed Pokemon that changes as you grow and changes as you develop throughout the thing.
Yeah.
If they make that fucking seed Pokemon Pikachu, and we're just dressing up Pikachu for all of our improvements of it,
Oh my
I'm
god,
gonna be so
no.
fucking mad if we have to put Pikachu in our fucking party and it changes different fucking outfits based
That
on
was-
what
yes,
we do.
'cause it
that would
showed 'em-
definitely be a major L for this
It
fucking
showed
game.
them like in the cute little clothes in the beginning. I get what you're saying. I could see that. I could see it being fucking Pikachu, and I could see it being like everyone can dress their Pikachu in unique, fun ways. And it's just like, oh, that would be so fucking lame.
I think you're 100%
I think that that's what
I think
it
you're
is.
right too, and I don't like that.
That is going to be a major L for this. If we only have 5 people on our team because we have to save space for funky dressed up Pikachu.
I
that
don't
will
know if
be-
they'll cap it like that. I don't know. I don't know if they'll do that. That would be worst case scenario, right? But then I definitely think you're onto something because they literally start the trailer with cute dressed Pikachus. We get Pikachu like kind of like running next to you, things like that. But then we see the 3 starters, and so it makes you think like, okay, you know, Pikachu's obviously their big IP. They just want to have him involved, you know. But then now that you're saying that, I'm thinking. Because we did get the leak about the seed, and the leaks have been 100% right.
100% on.
and
Down to
so,
the name.
and so for the leaks to be right on everything, and I'm thinking that seed Pokemon is in there, and I think it's just going to be dress up your Pikachu however you choose, and that's fucking lame. That is so lame.
Yeah.
Because the idea, like, I think in your video, and I think we even talked about it a little bit, the idea of a seed Pokemon that can change and, like, you know, the procedural generated parts of the map and things like that, that's hype. I do enjoy that idea of that, like, I could have a Pokemon that's different than any Pokemon you have on your team, Dodd, you know?
Yeah.
But then if that's not the case and it's just, look at my Pikachu's hat, I'm gonna
throw out an option though that I think would be really cute and I think would actually make a lot of sense for Pokemon. What if the seed Pokemon is Pikachu as your riding Pokemon, and when you want to fly, it's like balloon Pikachu, and when you need to swim and surf, it's like the surfing Pikachu. Like think about
That's
the
Let's
old
Go.
games. Well, they don't do that the same way, do they?
They did it the exact same way.
Well, damn.
Flying Eevee, surfing Eevee, and all
Oh,
that
they
stuff.
do.
The same
Yeah.
thing with
they
flying
do that
Pikachu.
and go, yeah.
Yeah, making it
Or
the
Let's Go.
HM slave. I think that's it. But so what is rumored to be the case is that all Pokemon are rideable because there's a scooter system that attaches a
Yeah,
leash to
the
your
little
scooter
scooter.
and makes them all rideable. That's something we didn't see.
That
Another
was messed up.
another thing that we didn't see is the legendaries, which I think is like they're going to be teasing trailers throughout the year. I mean,
Yeah.
this is going to be something that we, you know,
Oh, yeah.
for us good old clip farmers out here, for us good old hardworking content creators out here, just making the world a better place with all of our clips that we're putting out into the world. It's gonna be a great, good harvesting for those clips because they're gonna drip feed us out all those things we can give our general
Be a
reactions
good
to.
Pokemon season.
Do what?
I said it'll be a good Pokemon season.
It'll be a good Pokemon season. that's for
Actually,
sure.
I didn't southern that enough. It'll be a good Pokemon.
Yeah, it'll be a good Pokemon season.
Pokemon
Be
season.
Good time for the Pokemons out there. But I think that so one of the big things that we do know from the leaks is the about kind of a little idea of what the legendary Pokemon are based off of. Now the region was supposedly originally first thought of being in Greece, but they moved it to Indonesia, which means that the legendaries are kind of influenced a bit more by Greek gods, particularly Poseidon, I believe, and
Okay.
as
Well,
the waves god,
that'll
and
get me.
then Zeus as the storm god kind of thing.
Only if
and
it's a
ba-
Ditto that just looks like Zeus.
yeah, a Ditto that just looks like Zeus.
A really, really buff, oily Ditto.
And
Yeah.
supposedly, what the thing is that like there's an island where they're at, and basically only a trainer that trains the right Pokemon the right way can visit that island. So it's really all about how you train your Pokemon. In this case, to be able to like kind of meet the legendary. I don't know if that's going to be the main goal, or if you're still going to have gyms in some facet or another. But you know, that's kind of like one of the things that we didn't see.
Pokemon.
No,
Yeah, it could be like the totem Pokemon from.
I've got
from
the
Iron Man.
I've got the presents kind of like rundown pulled up right now, and like just reading it over, it's like, I mean, it's a lot of news, but then like some of them are just like nothing burgers in a way. Like on Pokemon Go for the 30th anniversary, and for one of their, I would say one of their biggest hits, right? Pokemon Go was a massive hit. The update for the 30th anniversary is a huge range of Pokemon that have appeared in Pokemon Go so far will return.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck does that even mean? Like, okay, cool. So the same, like, that literally just says to me, reading it, it just says, you know how we've had a lot of Pokemon in the game? Well, guess what? We're going to keep having a lot of Pokemon in the game. And it's like, okay, cool. Thank you for nothing.
Yeah.
You know, like,
remember the Pokemon?
I hope you're hungry
Remember
for
the
nothing.
false sense of scarcity that we created in our own game around certain Pokemon? All right. Well, we're unleashing it back. Look at us. We're so nice.
It's just kind of,
The original Pokemon in Austin did such a good job. For a while, you could only get like a Magnemite seed at the electrical facility. You had to go visit the power center in order to get your Magnemite, and that I remember was so cool. It like really
No,
interacted
that's-
with your world.
yes, or that you could only get like and obviously you can still only get certain ones from big kind of like events and everything, like a Mewtwo or anything like that. But then like I was kind of pissed off when I fly 12 hours to Japan and the only difference is a Farfetch. Like that's
Yeah.
kind of fucking lame, you know?
Yep.
And so
You got to go to Europe for a Mr. Mime.
yeah, and then you got to go to Europe for Mr. Mime. Like, there's just certain. I get that there's, but they should lock more Pokemon out. Do you know what I mean? Like, there should be more regional to that. But yeah, I mean, reading over it, like Fire Red and Leaf Green versions are available today. I know that was a big one that a lot of people are excited about. ZA, all we got was Mega Garchomp is going to be there. Pokemon Sleep, new missions begin tonight. You know, like, I don't know. It just, looking over the full announcement of everything, besides the new gen and a few looks at everything, I just thought they would go a little bigger for the 30th. 30 is a pretty big year, but I mean, maybe 35. We'll see.
Okay. So hold on. We have hope. We have hope that Pikachu is not the seed Pokemon here. Okay. I've got a tweet from Nintendo.
Okay.
Nintendo of America reposted this. These Pikachu will support brand new appearances and will debut in Pokemon Wind and Waves. Just how could these Pikachu be involved in your adventure? Okay. The Waves version is the bikini version. The Wind version is the
dad. It's the mom and the dad.
what is? Oh my! Does he have a little pierced tail? Look at his little. He's got a little koi thing on his tail. That's kind of fun. I'm gonna call that one. What's the doctor's name in Jurassic Park?
Oh, damn.
I know I did
Jurassic Park doctor.
Jurassic Park doctor. He's gonna be
His name is
Jurassic Park. The Jurassic Park
Dino
Pikachu,
Doctor.
Dino Doctor, right?
I see it. Welcome
Yeah, like he's
to
definitely
Jurassic
got
Park.
those vibes, kind of thing.
He's definitely got like a necklace or like a bracelet or piercing or something around his tail.
He's got Puka Beats or Puka Shells.
Oh, is that what it is? Yeah, he's rocking a puka shell necklace.
Yeah. Okay, the hype got me.
Wait,
All the
I
le-
have to make the joke. I have to make the joke.
Mm-hmm.
We got Puka Shell Pikachu before we got GTA 6.
Oh my God. We got Puka Shell Pikachu before GTA 6, guys.
That's funny because Nelly, literally, I'm on the video right now, and one of the top comments is, "We got Dive back before GTA 6."
Yeah, definitely we'll be doing a giveaway for everybody watching. We will be doing a giveaway here. Logos and leaks got images first before the Center Pokemon. So here's some of the stuff from the leaks that we're going to see here, right? Like rideable Pokemon. Look at Mamoswine with the snow all over it, right? Like that looks really cool. Look at these like jungle Avengers being able to ride on Luxray with all of this stuff like in the background. Like these look really cool. I mean, this okay, we can't take this as the graphical looks for it because this is obviously unfinished, unpolished.
Yeah.
But that's like a city, and like you're on the corner of it, right? So I imagine that we're gonna be able to fly. So one of the things that I'm kind of copium hopeful for is that right now we're seeing it all from like kind of like the water perspective and things like that. But I think the winds part of it could come into play where we could see some Breath of the Wild style. Like, what if we had areas above us that were part of the region?
Oh yeah.
It would
Like-
also make sense since you have a flying type, a starter that potentially has a flying type.
Tears of the Kingdom
thing.
Yeah. Maybe they built up. Which, I'm reading this one comment. It says, fun fact, Generation 10 is the first generation with a 5-year wait for its release, breaking the streak of a new generation coming out every 3 years. And so they are taking a little bit more time with this one. And so I didn't realize that we got a new Pokemon game every 3 years.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to get to. It was overdue. To be fair, I think it's only been 4 years since the release.
But this is not coming out until 27 though.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not coming out until 27?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
Oh.
was the big news out of that.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
Oh, did I miss that completely?
You did. Yeah.
Wow. Hold on.
Yeah.
Releasing in 2027. Jeez.
Yep.
So we're not even getting that this year.
They're taking their time. To Jake's earlier point about 5 years, I would much rather them take their time. We're getting champions this year though.
Yeah.
And that I think is going to be the big nostalgia bait because it's going to have all the Pokemon.
Okay, well, at least that gives me some time to explore other games. Starting like next week, by the way, for everybody watching on YouTube, we're going to be diving a lot into One Piece. So definitely One Piece fans, you're going to be eating because we got the season 2 coming up. But yeah,
maybe the real Pokemon Day was the friends we made all along, along the way.
Right. The real Pokemon Day was.
So
the friends
I'm
we
looking
made
through the
along way.
comments. Someone's they're saying Gen 10 is not running on Switch 1, which
Yeah, that didn't look like it is.
I don't think it. I don't think it will. I don't think people realize that the Switch 1 was made of duct tape and hope.
Yeah.
And so like that thing is not going to run this game, and if it does,
That thing launched before fucking Trump's presidency, first presidency.
man, that was a different time. We were different people.
Yeah,
different
let's
people.
go into the polls.
Yeah, we thought we could vote our way out.
Yeah.
Like remember how young and innocent we were then? But-
Another top comment. Why did this video just end?
Yeah, I know. They didn't even come on and like explain anything.
No, dude, they thought that was a mic drop moment, and they were like, just ended after that. Like,
You know
Yeah.
what it was? It was him shoving it in our face because we wanted it so hard we leaked it. He was like, "Here you go, it's yours.
Yeah,
Congrats."
I guess they didn't want to confirm all of the leaks in one trailer.
Yeah.
They should have just confirmed everything that was out there. I think here's the thing I want to say about the leaks though too. The fact that the leaks being right isn't like, I don't think it should be like, oh well, it sucks for us because we got spoiled on it. What it sucks for is the fact that Game Freak has such bad security that they get hacked all the time. The Terra
Yeah.
leak was a terabyte of data.
yeah, it's
a terabyte
Yeah.
of data. It's insane how much data they got from it, and it's insane that like if you're not going to at least put money into your games, you should at least put money into your security for your tech security, because like the amount of information that we got about this game prior to its release. I mean, I made a whole ass video about it, and everything about it was right. I don't need to. I thought I was gonna have to go back through and edit some of the stuff out of it. I don't think I'll have to at all.
Yeah. So,
You'd be
it's
surprised,
crazy
dude.
too if you think about so when I went to Licensing Expo, they have a single booth that's downstairs. It's huge, but it's like all the way like closed off, like ceiling to floor. And if you think about being in a convention center, like putting walls all the way up, it's through like all closed doors. There's no windows. Like you have to sign an NDA to go in. And that's not even the actual place where they put the new stuff. If you want to then go see like the super cool stuff, you then have to sign a different contract and walk into another area of the building into like a closed door. You have to like put your phone, even to get into the downstairs, you like put it into a lockbox. Like they don't allow you to wear smartwatches. Like they'll check if you have smart glasses on. Like that's how serious they take their IP in terms of like what they're selling.
No, you'd be surprised though, like as somebody who's literally worked at tech companies that focus on cybersecurity, it could literally be just one dude in marketing who gets an email from, you know, somebody else in the company that's not really somebody else in the company, right?
Yeah.
And like, yeah, you've been in tech, Nelly, so you've probably had to do the phishing fucking like training and shit.
Oh my God, yeah.
And so like you would be surprised at the people that fail those. I would talk to our head of cybersecurity and he'd be like, yeah, about a quarter of the team clicked the link I sent them today, and that was a test. Right.
I'll also say I'm overly cautious to a point where it was a problem. So,
well, no, I think our generation is. I think like if you grew up in those days of like don't trust the internet, then you're like that's not real, right?
I know.
But you'd be surprised at the boomers and even the Gen Z kids that are just like, oh, I got an email from the finance guy. I need to click this link.
Yeah.
And they don't even check the email.
$250 gift cards right now on iTunes. No, I got actually like fussed at by the IT people because I was overdoing it, because when my food company got bought by a tech company and we had done all those trainings on like what to look out for in a phishing scam, and it was like a false sense of urgency, saying weird names, like bad grammar, like all of that is true of the very large tech company who would send just regular emails. So they'd be like, here's news. And they'd be like, hey,
the CEO not using punctuation at all, you know.
And it would just be like bad grammar, and it would be like, click this now, urgent news. And I was like, oh, phishing scam. That's just how they send their emails. Yeah.
And so I'm saying, like, you know, you can have the top cybersecurity in the world and it can just be some jabroni that does not understand a phishing email that gets hit, and then boom, you've got a terabyte leak on your hands. You know, like, and so we've got to remember that there's still people involved. And so like that's one of the things I will say, Dodd, I think one of my 3 things just became leaks and trailers are ruining surprises. Dude, between just we already have leaks. I mean, trailers have gotten bad enough when it comes to spoilers, right? But then you pair it with leaks and how the internet just latches onto those bad boys and you get them in front of your face on everything. Like,
and every Funko Pop.
Now I'm a little disappointed I even watched your video, because then
don't say that. No,
I'm just kidding.
But before you say how disappointed you are you watched my video, let's do we want to do a little plug for 3 things here as we wrap up, to kind of do it. I want to hear your pitch for it, since I've pitched it to you so many times. You know, kind of let's tease a little bit about what we have in store for the future.
What, the 3 Things podcast?
Yeah,
no, it's 3 people, 3 things. We go through them and we debate, and then and that's about all I got.
That's it. Yeah, that's all you need.
That's about all it is. Like 3 people, 3 things.
Yeah. And coming soon. Whatever those 3 things are going to be is going to be dependent upon what we are feeling that day and what we are feeling like we need to talk about and what the world needs to know.
Yeah.
But you know, definitely an interesting Pokemon Presents. Turning back to things. Any final thoughts? I'm going to let Nelly go first, but let's go through any final thoughts before we sign off here.
Yeah.
I think final thoughts for me. I stayed pretty far away from most of the leaks, and so I think I'm getting more excitement out of the Jin Chin trailer, maybe than most people who were really invested in it. I do think that if we're not going to get any major game releases outside of the Pokopia that we already knew was coming next week, they should have given us a Champions release date. Like, at minimum, we got news about the like upcoming World Tournament, and we know that Champions is going to be a part of that, so why didn't we get a date? I am so excited to see what Build-A-Bear collab they end up doing with these special Wind and Waves Pikachus. That's exactly where I think this is going. I think there's going to be a giant Build-A-Bear drop, and that's what this is about.
The thing I was going to say about the Pikachus, they could just be version exclusives, and they could just be like trying to show off what the version exclusives are going to be, or at least the first version exclusives that they're going to be. It's not unlike them to release a different kind of Pikachu. John Hammond is the right one. That's right, Graveyard. You're right, 100%. Also, if you're looking for an orange Pokemon with really bad hair and small hands, I would check out Gumshoe, and then I would also look out Gumshoe's ear, because that's a really interesting one. There's a little interesting story about that, being that it came out in 2016. Anywho, Jake, what are your final thoughts on the presents today?
Final thoughts on presents today. I'm, as a Pokemon Go guy, a little disappointed we didn't get more there for the 30th. I think the leaks being 100% right is pretty, I don't want to say disappointing. It's just also like, fuck, man. Like,
yeah,
crazy that literally all of this was kind of called. But overall, I mean, I am excited for Gen 10. I do think the graphics have taken a better step I think that the graphics have taken a step in the right direction. I just hope that we get closer to Arceus kind of play. You know what I mean? I hope that they've heard the fans on that, like, the current systems isn't as great as that system was. And so I hope we kind of get back to that a little bit, right, in this gameplay wise. But overall, I mean, I think it was a decent presents. It just didn't feel like a 30th to me. Didn't feel big enough. I kind of thought there would be a little more. Like, I think that some of the things they were just like kind of grasping for substance. Like I said, the Go announcement was just, there's a lot of Pokemon in the game. And I'm like, thanks, Coors Light. You keep beer cold. All beer's cold. You put it in the fridge
right,
and it gets cold. Like, that's not marketing. And so that would be my only like real takeaway or beef with it. But overall, like, I mean, fun announcement. Really, like, looking through the comments, it's crazy like how big of an impact Pokemon's had on people. And I you know, like, I don't think I think about that enough. But like, this is a game I've been playing since, I mean, what, it's 30 years now. I'm 35. So like, you know, like, I've been playing this game since I was 5-6 years old. And so it's crazy to think that like it's just been around that long and that it's still producing you know, semi-quality games. I'm stoked for Potokia or whatever the fuck it is.
Pokopia.
Pokopia. Like,
let's talk about maybe doing some streams next week with that that we could probably look into. Obviously, I'm interested in anything with a post-apocalyptic world. Major disappointment in not getting much information on Champions. I already kind of, everything I saw on Champions today is stuff that I was already hyped for. I've already thought about, like, when I'm sitting at like a place, you know, waiting on a food truck or something like that. Like, man, it would be really nice to have Pokemon Champions on my phone to where I could be able to do exactly what we're seeing here. And also making just like Pokemon battling just more accessible in general. I mean, a lot of video game stores, ooh, bless you, girl. A lot of video game stores don't want to do VGC stuff because they think it takes a lot of setup. And now that we can tell them, like, hey, doing a VGC thing, all it does is like just a bunch of people sitting at a desk with their phones. For people to come together, that makes it super accessible.
Just screen share.
Okay, so April 2026, later this year.
Oh, the mobile is later, and then April is the. Oh, okay, damn.
Let's see, we did miss this. Okay, so never mind. We did get some kind of release date for Champions.
That's like right around the corner then.
Right.
But that's just the.
So let's see, right here, new Switch version will be scheduled for release in April 2026.
Okay, and then.
So yeah, 2 months away. Mobile version scheduled for release later this year. Okay, so the Switch version, that's fine. I mean, I will definitely be streaming Pokemon Champions on the Switch once it first comes out.
You know what this makes me wonder though, in terms of worlds and champions, so when Pokemon Go first started coming to the competitive arena at tournaments hosted by Pokemon, they would be sponsored by a phone company, and that phone was the one that you had to log into with your Pokemon Go account. Like, that's how you competed.
Ooh.
And I'm curious what this means for the difference between having to buy a Switch Lite, a Switch 2 versus bringing a phone in for the champions.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you're going into a tournament and you're going to play that game, what does this do to their relationship with Nintendo in that way?
Yeah. Is it a, you know, kind of like an Apple thing or Samsung, or like, do you have to have a specific type of phone to compete if it's mobile?
Right.
Interesting.
I wonder how this breaks that.
Yeah. I think that ZA has been kind of a disappointment. The fact that, like, we didn't really get more of the DLC other than just a one form. I think is still a result of them being like kind of lazy. You know, Pokopia looks like seems where they're putting all their money right now. It does look fun. It does look like something we can enjoy.
It does feel like ZA is already being sunset in a way.
Do what?
It does feel like ZA is already being sunset in a way. That like they're like, we're moving on to Patokia. I'll never be able to pronounce that fucking name. Yeah. We're moving on to that, and we're moving on to Gen 10. It's like, here's a little bit extra DLC for you guys. It's one more Pokemon. Go catch it if you want it. Otherwise, get ready for wind and waves. You know. Yeah. In 2027. Jeez, man. That is okay. Maybe they're giving it a little more time to cook. You know, that's one of the things that we've actually asked for in the video. So like I won't take away from my own point of what I was talking about in the video, which is that one of the biggest problems is they need more time. You know, to be able to produce those things and you on
know
that budget. They need more time.
So you were right when you said the 5 years part of it now, because I was expecting it to come out this year, and I was like, well, Jake, you know, 4 years is the development pause that they took for in between, I believe, 2 and 3 was another time when they took it. And actually, if you look at the pattern, it goes 3 4 3 4. So 4 would be the right amount. Now it's going to be the longest amount since the very first games. The very first games, we took 6 years in development, and we saw what they did with Beast of Reincarnations, which has been in development for 6 years.
Yeah.
So we know that Game Freak is capable of doing more. We know they're capable of doing better.
And I think you already touched on this a lot, but then one other thing that I will say, you know, like is a disappointment is Fire Red and Leaf Green just being copy and paste, like just being ports. Like I wish we would have got like a fully remastered version of those games, right? With like some, you know, quality of life updates. Because I do think that, but then I don't know if kids are going to be diving back into that. And like I said earlier, I think the Pokemon company's focused on, you know, the young demo. And so I think they just dropped this for us and for a little bit of a cash grab, you know, but
when you think about everything that's on their plate, I'm thinking about the last time they gave us sort of a remastered version while working on an actual Gen main title.
Yeah.
The main title we got ended up being really great, right? But the side game that we got that they gave to another production company because they were like, let's focus our efforts on the big title. The side game was trash. The BDSP.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about Arceus for a second.
No, Arceus was great, but BDSP was garbage because they were like, hey, let's put Game Freak to focus in on what they need to focus on to create that game, and then we'll put this side project over to like another company. It was so awful. Like I would rather honestly have a direct port than get another BDSP.
Yeah. No, I get that. That's true too. I would rather them focus on Gen 10 than put a bunch of effort into remastering Fire Red, you know?
Right. Especially because they want to make that a quote unquote faithful remake. And so they put all the same stuff that they had in there besides, you know, like minor quality of life improvements.
But then what's $40 million to Pokemon? All they you know, throw 20 to Fire Red, 20 to Gen 10.
Especially with how many freaking plushes they're gonna sell of the various Pikachus.
Oh, dude, half of the comments on this video are talking about that goddamn Pomeranian starter. So like they are about to sell so many plushes of that little guy.
Yeah, Pokemon's gonna kill it.
And Brout, I mean, Brout's got a little attitude, right? So that's a good one to have there. But yeah, I think overall, kind of a mid Pokemon Presents for the 30th, to be honest.
We got 30th.
Pretty much the updates we expected.
Yeah.
We got most things we're getting a delay on. We did get an announcement on the release date for Champions, and knowing that that's coming around the corner is exciting. And the Pokopia updates look good too. But overall, I feel it's a pretty mid Pokemon Presents.
Go to the Pokemon Center.
I think for a normal Pokemon Presents, this would have been a banger. We would have been like, hell yeah. But then for the 30th, to me, it just doesn't feel like it just doesn't feel like a celebration of Pokemon in a weird way. I don't know why. I can't really put my finger on it. I don't know what I was expecting, but I was expecting more for almost every one of these announcements.
Jake, have you seen this on the Pokemon Center? Look at these nostalgia bait.
It looks really good.
What'd you send?
Look at these nostalgia bait merch.
On the Pokemon Center.
Where am I looking?
Never mind. You guys, I forgot we're not sharing screens anymore. Let me put my screen back on.
Yeah, the
There you
30th
go.
anniversary merch is kind of lame. It's just Pikachu's face with 3 and 0 as his cheeks.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like this, Jake. I feel like that's all you, bud.
Yeah, that is definitely. I will buy that T-shirt. That'll get
Yeah.
me.
Even this one kind of I think could work for you too.
It looks kind of good. There's
Um,
a whole opening scenes collection.
they're
That's
doing a
really
lot
cool,
with
yeah.
Nidorina and Gengar being like the classic ones.
Oh, the first one.
Jeez, look at this, Jake. That looks like you. That looks like you though.
The iced out Squirtle.
Yeah, look at the luxury ball. That's $80. Oh man,
That's cheaper than I thought.
that's cheaper than I thought it'd be too.
Oh, I love the 30th, that green shirt down there. That's nice. That's cute.
Yeah,
It's very
Yeah.
simple, but then like, yeah, the 30th merch isn't too bad. God, this company
Yeah.
loves capitalism.
It really does. Look at this. Fifth largest licensor in the world. These jackets are fire.
This is what
though.
I
The
point to.
Gyarados jacket, Jesus.
I'll hype up Japan sometimes, and then I've got buddies that'll be like, "Yeah, we get it, Jake. You love socialism," and I'm like, "No, you don't understand. Japan's doing capitalism on a whole
Yeah.
nother level. Like,
Yeah, they're way more fun.
Yeah.
it's
No,
like
but-
no, like I know you think they're socialist because they have healthcare and trains, but dude,
Right.
the capitalism over there is on a different level. Like,
Different
They had
level.
a fashion show at like Paris Fashion Week. Like, come on, for their new like Pokemon Center clothing collection.
yeah.
that was crazy.
Oh, dude, Pokemon pools.
They know. Damn, the sweatshirt's really the crop sweat.
Bro, that guy's, if that was a real person in his home, that dude's got a problem.
What do you think?
That was way too much Pokemon stuff. Like,
way too much.
No one would do that in real life.
yeah.
All right. Well, I think that we will wrap it up there. Thank you, Jake, so much for joining us and
Yeah.
chatting with us afterwards. Really enjoyed this one. I think this is a good one for us to revisit, especially after our years of debating on Pokemon games, and kind of seeing where it is now. And thank you, Nelly, for also joining us too.
This was fun for me.
Yeah.
Nice little Friday morning stream. Now I got to make a pancake. And so
Now you got to make a pancake.
Yeah,
I
you
hope
gotta
it's the
make
perfect
a
one.
pancake every day until it's perfect.
Yeah.
yesterday's was pretty close, but I don't want to stop and just be like, that was perfect. Goodbye, guys.
Yeah.
No, it can always be better.
Exactly.
Friends, both on Twitch and on YouTube. Be sure to check out Jake Gonzo. It's Gonzo No on YouTube and Gonzo Gone Live on Twitch, right?
Yeah, that's correct.
That's correct. And then Nelly, you want to plug yourself?
I'm Woe Nelly and Littlest Nelly pretty much everywhere.
There you go. There you go. And you can also find me on TikTok, Twitch, Twitter, all of the places. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. And thank you, Graveyard, Baba Waba, Olige, everybody. Yeah, catch you later, Graveyard. Thank you so much for tuning in, hanging out with us. And
Thank you,
yeah, be
Graveyard.
tuned for more streams. First stream in the new place. So hopefully plenty more to come. And new videos coming. We're gonna be talking about One Piece next week, and
Hell yeah.
probably a lot of Pokemon.
We're gonna play a lot of Pokopia.
We're gonna play a lot of Pokopia. So if that sounds like something you may be interested in, definitely go check it out.
Me and Nelly are just going to
and-
live in that shit. It's going to be.
It's gonna destroy me emotionally. I think.
If you need
Yeah.
us, you'll
You know
find
how
us
many hours
in
The Animal
Potopia.
Crossing? No, it's gonna be bad.
But yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning in, and we'll catch you guys next time.
Peace, Dotson stream.
Peace. Are you gonna keep on streaming, Jake?
No, I'm going to close mine out here in just a sec.
All right, cool. All right. Catch you later.
Later, brother.
Peace.
Well, gang, that was Pokemon Presents with Dodd and Nelly. Thank you, Rage, for tuning in as always. Podcast. Yeah, buddy, we're working on a little podcast that we're going to be doing, and so, like I had said earlier, it's going to be called These Three Things. Pretty much just where we all come to the table with one thing and debate, and so should be a fun one. But stay tuned on that one. We're going to be launching the first episode next month, and so we'll be doing a live stream of it, but then also uploading clips and stuff to YouTube, and so all that good stuff. Got to make the content. But thank you all for tuning in today. Rage, you were the only one, so thank you, my closest friend. But then I know we had a lot more on Dodd's side. He's got a much bigger Pokemon community. Been a big Pokemon guy for years, and so I'm going to drink a little bit more coffee, and then we're going to make a pancake. But thank you all for tuning in today. It has been a fun one, and I'll see you all down the road.